Welcome everyone, Abigail Joy with I Am Marketing. I have Gabrielle Patrick, she's the CEO of Knabu. So tell me about Knabu.
Okay, so Knabu is a blockchain technology company. We're based here in London, and we are currently undergoing our authorization process to be a clearing bank here in the UK. So we are trying to solve two very critical problems. One is the problem of banking. Crypto companies cannot get bank accounts. We're looking to solve that, and we're on track to provide that service next year. Part of that problem, like we were chatting before, is about the bank model being totally outdated. So we are re-engineering our bank to use and leverage distributed ledger technology. And the other thing that we're working on, which is a non-trivial problem, is the problem of credibility and reputation in the token marketplace. Unfortunately, a few bad actors have tainted this otherwise credible market, and so we are developing a software platform that allows credible token projects to launch much quickly, much more easily with tools that we've created and we've had to use in our own journey. So we essentially provide fast-track tools to token projects for better outcomes for themselves and their participants.
Wow, it's a very interesting project. So specifically, like you were saying, what are some problems that you see between the banking industry and crypto industry?
I think the real problem is that there is a lack of recognition that better outcomes for the crypto economy means better outcomes for the economy. And some of the specific problems are a combination of banks being anti-competitive, plus not really understanding the risk matrix that attaches to different profiles of crypto businesses. So there are different types of crypto businesses, there are different types of crypto custodians. All of them carry different tiers of risk. And until you understand that risk, what has tended to happen is that banks place all these crypto companies with one brush. It's called wholesale de-risking. They put it as one category and they just say, sorry, we're not going to provide you a commercial bank account, which we feel not only is terribly unfair, it's actually a commercial right to get a business bank account. And so this is something that we are trying to correct.
Right, yeah, they just basically would be like, oh, if you're involved in that, we don't want to be involved in it, but they haven't even taken the time to educate themselves.
Well, in some ways that's not true, in the sense that they seem to be disinclined to understand the EML risk, but they're definitely investing very heavily in blockchain companies.
Right.
I mean, Ripple is an
it's
example.
It's kind of hypocritical then, you know?
Well, I would say that it's definitely not a level playing field, and we're definitely looking to correct that.
Right, that's very true. I agree with that. And then how did you first get involved in crypto? Like, where did you learn about it?
So I used to be in financial services. I used to run a very large insurance company in the Caribbean, where I'm from originally.
Okay.
And I was fascinated with this idea of virtual currencies. I quite love that idea. I love the idea of a virtual currency in a game. And it was really just a hobby for me. I did a professional paper on free trade and gaming in 2007. I won a scholarship with the International Bar Association, and that's really what piqued my interest. And then throughout the years, I just kept up the interest again as a hobby until around 2012, you know, this thing called Bitcoin hit the mainstream news because of Cyprus. And I thought, okay, this is like a virtual currency in a game, only it's not in the game, and I could use it for real for payment. And so at the time, I really didn't understand what it was. I just understood it could be used in the real world for payment, and I basically put it up on my website, and then I got, you know, flooded with a number of different business models. I actually didn't think of anything of it. I just put it up there because I thought it was interesting. And so that's how I really fell in love with it. And I had a conversation with a head of a bank in 2013 who was discussing with me and two friends of mine architecting an entire payment ecosystem around digital assets. And I said, well, if this person who's a C-level of a bank, a large bank at that time in Australia, is interested, there must be some utility in it. And that's when I really started looking at it, really started investigating it, and then I basically closed my practice and I started working in crypto full-time. So that would have been in 2012.
Wow, that's an awesome, and that's still super early, but that's an awesome story.
Well, I think, you know, I think in life you really have to do things that genuinely interest you. I think, unfortunately, at this time, a lot of people in crypto are driven by the upside of digital assets. And I think there's just so much more than there. It's a fundamental technology that literally, as the white paper says, it's a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. And I feel that people need to focus more on what is the utility, what can it be used to really contribute and drive value to the economy and the community, not take value out of the economy and the community.
Yeah, exactly. Long term rather than just a quick buck.
Yeah, I heavily believe this.
Right, I agree. So you guys are based in London. Are you planning on expanding to other markets?
Well, we're in London to start.
Okay.
We've been approached by regulators further afield to set up shop there. I mean, it's always an option.
Right.
But as I was saying to someone today, I mean, there's something called Bitcoin that works.
Yeah.
So by extension, you're a global business.
Yeah, exactly. That's
You
true.
know,
Technically, you are everywhere.
It's a cross-border technology. It really defines jurisdiction and legal parameters. So anybody who's really in crypto is automatically a global
That's true.
player.
All internet. That's true. That's a good point. So what's a good website for people to check out if they want to learn more?
So our website is knabu.me, Knabu.me. They could check us out there. They could join our Telegram group, which is @Knabu, Knabu. That's the best way to contact us.
All right, perfect.
Okay.
Thank you so much for
Thank you very
interviewing
much.
with me. Bye, guys. See you
Bye.
next time.